Hey everyone, this is Sawyer Studios and welcome back. And today I'm talking about the Kenobi show because we just got the epic season finale. And oh my goodness, it was amazing.
That was totally wicked!
This season finale, I just want to unpack the entire show. I'm not going to go through all of it, that'll be a really long video. I do want to say a couple things I didn't like about the show, a couple things I did really super love about the show, and what I think it means about all of Star Wars. So just to get the things I didn't like about the show out of the way, there's really only a few. It was a great show overall. Out of all of the Star Wars content that has come out, it's got to be one of my favorite stories that we've gotten. I think probably the biggest thing that I got out of this show that I didn't like is the fact that no one can die in Star Wars. It sort of feels like Marvel almost, or it feels like it just feels like Disney. There's like a lot of movies slash TV shows slash epic death scenes that happen in big franchises in which you can't say, oh yeah, that person's dead, because it's so many times people just come back to life, and I feel like it just happens in a lot of different sagas, a lot of different series. So I don't like how liberally Disney is making it so that if you get stabbed in the gut, you can just come back. And I know that we kind of started this whole trend. Every time that happens, it's kind of just a slap in the face to Qui-Gon, like, oh, sorry, Qui-Gon, you were dead. Getting stabbed in the gut was like, oh, nope, that's it. So, Darth Maul getting cut in half, Dave Filoni decided to bring him back. And to be fair, I think that was already something that was in expanded universes and stuff, so I think that was already in stories, so he kind of just brought it more to life. But I like that because he used it to flesh out Darth Maul as one of the best villains in all of movie history, I would argue. Like, that's why I want Solo. I really want Solo to have those other two movies. I think there's supposed to be a trilogy, to see Darth Maul some more. That would have been awesome. So I really want Solo to didn't have it. Anyway, we're talking about Kenobi. The fact that anyone can get stabbed, and it's just used repetitively. Like, the Grand Inquisitor got stabbed, and we're like, oh my gosh, what the crap. Cad Bane, I hope that he's dead, because that was a fitting end. Spoilers, by the way, everyone. That was just a fitting end for him at the end of Book of Boba Fett. But, like, I hate how there's a saying in Star Wars, it's like, if you don't see the body, there's no reason to believe that they're dead. And it's like, well, you kind of lose its weight. It's almost like if you cry wolf too many times, like the boy who cried wolf, then when there is a wolf, it doesn't mean as much. Like, what was it, Rhea? Is that right? Riva? Whatever, the third sister, she got stabbed, and we all knew she was coming back for the finale. And then it just was like, oh, the finale, yeah, she got stabbed. It somehow was able to get to Tatooine all like quicker than Vader was chasing this one ship. And like, that was just mind-boggling to me. I don't know how she got there so quickly. I don't know why her fascination with Luke was that high. I don't know why she went after him. Someone said like, oh, maybe she's just going after him to kill him because of like the offspring or something, because you can't kill Vader. But like, the show didn't even flesh that out. Like, that was another thing about the show, not just the fact that, oh, like, everyone's dying, but it means absolutely nothing. Fennec getting stabbed, for example. You're just like, oh yeah, we'll just fix her up. It just doesn't make any sense. And I just wish, when people die, just die. I think it comes to the fact that our culture has become very fickle, and once we make a decision, we want to be able to undo it, and we don't like permanency anymore, and it's hard to commit. And this is why people have commitment issues, is because of stupid media. We were talking about, I think that the show Kenobi, I think there's some choppiness to it. Like, it didn't feel like it flowed as well as it could have. I think when Obi-Wan brought up talking to Sister Eva and was like, yo, you're trying to kill Darth Vader, that kind of just seemed like thrown out of left field. Like, there wasn't really anything to hint at that. He kind of just like figured it out, which, like, okay, but at the same time, there was like no build up. It was kind of just like, bam, this is like happening now. It's like, oh, okay. Some of the storylines didn't like fit as well. That random character dude that was pretending to be a Jedi, I don't know what his point was, comedic relief, I guess, for the kids, but It's just like, why is he in there? Overall, though, I think the show did a lot of great things as well, and let's go through that. I think most of the great things happened later on, but I think I always loved seeing Obi-Wan. I mean, first of all, bringing Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen back, and allowing us to see Hayden Christensen in a light that we don't hate, I think is amazing. For people who found him annoying in the prequels, he's a great actor. I think that there was a lot of poetic stuff that happened in this show, such as when Obi-Wan and Anakin were fighting in the Jedi Temple together, and then allowing that to be symbolic, metaphorical, paralleled with what was going on at the time. We got to see freaking Darth Vader pop off, which was amazing. We got to see another Order 66 scene because, you can never get too many of those. The final duel I loved. There's a lot of stuff that I loved about the finale. One of them was the fact that Darth Vader got the high ground at one point, and that was poetic within itself. Seeing Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fight, that was just like that's now in the top 10 lightsaber battles. So the video I posted, I'm gonna have to kick something out, which I guess I'm kicking number 10 out, which I don't want to because I love number 10, but whatever. But to see Darth Vader and Obi-Wan go at each other, and to see Obi-Wan pop off, he was doing some good moves. I mean, we saw Obi-Wan in a light that we have hardly ever seen before. But I love to see that he was still human. Kenobi didn't let the hate or the guilt or whatever consume him. When he saw it was Anakin, he couldn't bring himself to kill him again. Except they kind of worked around that, where he was like, my friend is truly dead because Darth Vader killed Anakin. Obi-Wan didn't have to kill Anakin because Anakin was already killed. I think it was a very subtle note, but I like how when Obi-Wan is leaving, he says something like, "Goodbye, Darth." He calls Anakin Darth, which I believe is the name that Obi-Wan calls Darth Vader in A New Hope when he says, "Only a master of evil doth." So that was kind of cool to see, yep, Anakin's dead. I'm going to call him Darth from now on. Kind of just like a jab at him. I'm not even going to call you Darth Vader or Vader. I'm just going to call you Darth. Here's my nickname for you. Seeing Anakin like that, that's when I got teary-eyed. And when Obi-Wan was looking at what his apprentice had become, what his brother had become, and he just kept on saying, "Anakin, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." That just brought back so much of the Clone Wars, of the movies. That hit deep. That was deep. I have to say one of my favorite parts of the entire show was Obi-Wan going up to Luke Skywalker at the end and saying hello there. Yes, thank you so much. It's what I needed in my life. Overall, I did like seeing Leia's character progress. How she was sort of like a bratty, annoying child at the beginning, and she got better. She got better as the episodes went on. She was kind of still a little mouthy at the end. I mean, if I was that mouthy when I was her age, I would have gotten spanked. I like a lot of what Lucasfilm just added in, just Easter eggs and stuff, like the 501st Trooper who was homeless. A little bit. I like the fact that there is this underground railroad, but for Jedi and Jedi supporters and Force sensitive people. I think that's a really cool addition that they added on. I thought some parts the dialogue was forced. I understand that they had to progress the story along in a certain way, and I understood that the writers had a vision where they wanted the story to go. But just for example, at the beginning of the finale, it's just Obi-Wan's how much time do you need? And the guy's like, "We don't have enough time. You need to buy us as much time as you can." And Obi-Wan's about to buy them time, and he's like, "Dude, you don't have to do this. We can just fix it." It's you were literally a couple minutes ago just saying how much you need time and how much you don't have any time and how Obi-Wan needs to do this. And then you're talking to Obi-Wan again when he's about to give you time. And he's like, "No, dude, it's fine. You don't have to do this. We can just fix it." And then he's like, "Oh, no, you're not doing this for us. You're doing this for whatever." It's where did this come from? Overall, I could totally see them making a season 2 of Kenobi. I don't think they will, just because of how expensive this probably was to pay the actors and to get John Williams' music. Also, Liam Neeson showing up at the end. That's my favorite Liam Neeson role, besides maybe his role in Taken. That was also really good. But I love Liam Neeson as Qui-Gon Jinn. That being said, the entire show as a whole, all 6 episodes, watched them straight through. Really good. Really good thing for Star Wars. I think this is just, it just brings, I think the main thing this does for Star Wars is it brings more depth and levels and layers to Star Wars characters. So now we know more about Princess Leia. I think specifically Princess Leia Obi-Wan Kenobi, and a little bit of Darth Vader. I mean, we didn't get to see as much as Darth Vader as I probably would have liked, but we did get to see some of that emotional internal struggle, and we really liked that. And we got a really bomb-ass lightsaber duel at the very end, so that was also great. Yeah, those are my thoughts on the Kenobi show. Please comment down below what you thought about the show yourself, whether you disagree or agree with me on some of my critiques or things I liked. But yeah, I mean, there we go. I can't wait for Andor. Can't wait for Bad Batch Season 2. Can't wait for Mandalorian Season 3. Ahsoka. All that stuff. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe to Sawyer Studios for more Star Wars commentary and LEGO stuff and all that good jazz. So see you on the next video. Peace out.